So Carvs has the world record for the world's largest furnace in Minecraft, having 3 fuel farms, a fast smelter, and the largest furnace phase. But I want to take that world record from Carvs and make the world's largest furnace in Minecraft, the Giga furnace, the Giga chat of all furnaces. But not only that, I'm also going to make the world's fastest furnace, having thousands of furnaces that will smelt over 1 billion items. And to make it automatic, I'm going to make the biggest fuel farm ever, so that it will never run out of fuel. Yeah, that'll show him. So first I'll make an outline of the furnace right here to see how big it'll be. Ouch. Whoa, this thing is huge! This is going to be insane! Then I'm gonna need to gather these materials to fill the walls. I'll need 20,000 cyan terracotta, 20,000 chiseled stone bricks, 18,000 black concrete. Get back here! I need your ink! 12,000 polished andesite, 10,000 andesite. Did you know that you could craft andesite blocks? Yeah, this made my life a lot more easier. Then I'll need 8,000 gray concrete, which means more squids. Yay! I killed 851 squids in just this video. 8,000 diorite, 3,500 polished diorite. Dude, my pickaxe is dead. I'm gonna quickly go repair it. Wait, no, wait. I'm stuck. Dude, I nearly died there, bro. Man, I just wanted to repair my pickaxe. I did not want to die that way. Then I'll need 3,000 black wool, which first I'll grab some wheat, dye all my sheep to be black. Make the pen a little bit bigger so I can store my sheeps. Wait, how long does it take to breed sheeps? How long will it take for a sheep to be bred again? 3 months? I'm waiting 3 months. Wait. No, in Minecraft. Okay, yeah, that seems reasonable. So let's breed them. And bam! Now let's get to shearing. And that should be 3,000 black walls. Now that I've gathered all these materials, which by the way took me about 2 days, I'm gonna start by adding the walls. And this was the moment I realized how massive this thing is. It's 128 times bigger than a normal furnace. Well, breaking world records are not meant to be easy. And while building this farm, I really started to question my sanity. I mean, I gathered 1 million logs. I made the world's largest portal. I broke a world record. And now I was gonna make the world's largest furnace. Am I really insane? Anyways, I found Spider-Man. Oh, he died. And while I'm building this furnace, I'm gonna tell you about Andystand Designs, the sponsor of today's video. Andystand makes high quality custom mousepads and phone cases. I mean, look at this dragon one, or this one, or even this one. I personally like this Cherry Onyx one, but they have so many designs to choose from. These mousepads prove to be long-lasting, high quality, and beautifully designed. Oh, you don't want a mousepad? They've also got the coolest high quality phone cases. Each one of them are beautifully designed to perfectly match your personal lifestyle. So if you want to complete your gaming setup with a custom mousepad or have one of these cool phone cases, check out Andystand's link in the description. Anyways, back to the video. 3 days later and dude, this looks insane. Just look at how massive this is. I love it. Wait, there is literally war in here. Dude, how did I forget to light this place up? What are you happy about? Yeah, this is way too dangerous. So let me grab a couple of totems, grab my gun, wear my chestplate, and go ham on these guys. But with the mobs gone, it's kinda empty inside, which means I'm gonna fill it with everything. And so here's what I'm gonna do. With the shell of the furnace done and dusted, we're gonna have to start making the interior of the furnace. And since this is the largest furnace in the world, I'm gonna build 2 of the world's fastest furnace system in both of the sides. In front, I'll make 2 item waterfalls which will showcase all the smelted items, and that's gonna look awesome. In the middle, I'll add a furnace block that will shoot all the items for me to collect. And under all of this, I need to make the best fuel farm, which will power the Giga furnace with unlimited fuel. So first I'll craft a ton of furnaces, about 6,500 in total. I'll need a ton of rails and minecarts, and I'll need 40,000 hoppers. Dude, I need 200,000 iron ingots. But thankfully I built this farm at the start of the series, and that gives me a total of almost 100,000 iron ingots, which is good, but I'm gonna need to AFK here overnight. And that overnight ended up being 3 days, because this thing is slow. But anyways, I think that should be enough. I'm definitely gonna have to make a better farm in the next video. And now let's get to crafting. First, I'll craft craft a ton of chests, which ended up taking 1 hour, and then I'll craft a ton of hoppers, which also took 1 hour. And this is all of the hoppers. Wow, this is gonna be insane. Now I'll place the furnace systems in both of the sides. So first I'll place furnaces at the bottom layer. Then I'm gonna place some hoppers at the top, which will send in all the items. I'll place the hoppers at the side, which will send in all the fuel, and hoppers at the bottom, which will take all the smelted items to this dropper. And now I've gotta do that for this entire wall. Ah, spider. Bro, that scared me. What do you think you're doing? Yeah, that's what you get for shooting me, Bone Man. So for the rest of the block placing, I could have made it like the rapid block placing thingy, but I'm gonna do your ears a favor and show you a replay of me building it. And by the way, while building this system, I found the rarest zombie. Dude, this zombie has full diamond armor. You know what? I'm gonna keep you. Yeah, you're gonna have to stay here. So zombie aside, just this wall of furnace alone took me 4 hours of block placing. And the moment of truth, dude, this looks absolutely insane. Just look at all these furnaces. This is literally the fastest furnace system I've ever seen. Now I'll have to do that for the other side. And bam! Dude, this actually looks really cool. Oh my god, this looks insane. But it is lagging my world. Not my frames, but ticks. If you don't know, hoppers constantly check for items on top of them to see what's up there. And since there are about 40,000 of them right here, and it is checking every second, it is causing my game to go slower. And even eating takes longer. What? Now I've developed taste buds? And that's why I've got to give this furnace a trim. Bro, I placed 40,000 blocks just to remove half of them. Curse you, Minecraft. Curse you. And there we go. That's a lot better. But it's not done. I'll add rails on the top of the hoppers all around the system, which will distribute all the items to the furnaces. Oh my god, this looks awesome. Just look at how many furnaces we have. This is absolutely insane. I don't know why, but those little red dots look really cool. Now that you have the furnace system sorted, I want all the items to go into an item elevator, which I think will look pretty cool. This will throw the items into a beautiful item waterfall. This all looks very cool. Dude, I'm starting to love this furnace. And now for the item waterfalls. I'm gonna need a lot of honey, and right now I'm broke. But not after I fly for 1,000,000 blocks, grab every beehive in my sight. You, get in your home so I can steal you. And build a honey farm. Oh my god, this is insane. What? This is going to feed the entirety of Africa. You know what? I should start a philanthropy with this. No, item waterfalls. And now we can craft 1,000,000 honey blocks and use it for my item waterfalls. Yeah! Now that's a lot of honey. Now I'll just fly on over to my furnace and start making the item waterfalls. Oh, I forgot you can't jump on honey blocks. Wait, why does honey sound so weird? It sounds like the Mario splat sound effect. Ah, my ears! Wow, this looks so cool! And now to test this thing out, if I throw items right here, it should work. And yes, it does. Oh yeah, and it looks so cool. It first goes through the item elevator, then through the item waterfall, and at the end it comes to me. Oh yeah. Dude, this is really fast. Not as fast as I wanted, but it looks incredible anyways. Somehow this really makes me happy. But now to power all the furnaces, we have to make the fastest fuel farm. Because if you didn't know, furnaces actually need fuel to work. Dude, you're living under a rock. Get out. And building a fuel farm is no problem. First, I'm gonna need some slime blocks, some observers, a couple of other random blocks, and a ton of bamboo. Not today. Then under the furnace, I'll dig a massive hole, which inside we're gonna make the bamboo farm. This is going to take ages. Wow, this hole is huge. Don't take that out of context. So first I'll place in a ton of rails with minecarts, which will collect all the bamboo. Then I'll cover up the rails with dirt and place in the bamboo. Wow, bamboo grows fast. And to farm all the bamboo, I'm gonna make a flying machine, which we're gonna call Dave. Dave has a personality, alright? We treat Dave with respect. Now Dave here will break all the bamboo and it's gonna get collected by the hopper minecarts. And now I'll make a couple of more bamboo farms and more Daves. Can you guys say hi to Dave in the comment sections? He's a hardworking man, alright. Now I'm gonna build a water elevator in each side and connect it with a dropper system which will transport all the bamboo to the furnaces at the top. And now all the bamboo farms will supply the furnaces with unlimited fuel for eternity. But now I kinda wanna see all these furnaces up and running. But I don't have that much materials to smelt. Bro, I literally built this entire furnace to smelt items and I don't have anything to smelt. No, I refuse to believe that. I'm going to make the fastest cobblestone generator which will power all my furnaces and it will also make me unlimited stone. So grab some glass, stone, redstone, repeaters, some other random materials and also a coral fan, which I don't have one. You know how far I had to travel for you? And then I'll fly over to my furnace. And here I'll make a platform with glass and on top of it I'll make 2 stone generators. Right here I'll make a clock which will start the whole thing, and in the center I'll make a TNT duper which will blow all the stone up, and the last thing I need to do is to place the lava which will turn water and lava into stone. And it's complete. This machine alone will give me about 120,000 cobblestone per hour, which is insanely fast. I also ended up AFKing overnight for these bamboo farms so that all these furnaces get filled up to the brim with bamboo. Now I'll just grab like 2 double chests of this stuff and put it in this minecart chest, and we push this button and all of the furnaces should start smelting the items. And oh my god, it looks so crazy. Dude, I love this effect. I never thought it would look this cool. Oh my god. Let's see how fast we can get all of these items smelted. Dude, this is insane how fast it smelted all those items. Man, this is fast. But here's a problem. If you didn't know, Minecraft items once dropped will despawn in 5 minutes, unless you pick them up. So let's say I throw my ancient debris in the Giga furnace and leave it to smelt while I go make a sandwich. I come back to see, wait, where are my items? They're gone? No! So to prevent that kind of a misery, I'll put some hoppers underneath the item droppers so that items will get collected down here. Phew! Crisis averted. And for the final thing we're gonna do is decoration. I don't like that the items are just dropping on top of me from a pipe, so I want to make a smaller furnace in the center. So it's like it's coming out of an actual furnace. You know, furnace and a furnace and a furnace? Furnace inception. Or furnaceception or something. Yeah. And this looks really cool. Dude, I really love this. And behind the honey, I want to put something so it doesn't look transparent, because it looks like the pattern of furnaces showing, and I don't like that. And I think if we put furnaces behind it, it will look kind of cool. Yeah, that looks kind of cool. I don't know, but yeah. And for the final touch, we'll do something to the flooring. This flooring is filled with ugly turds, and if I take them, mobs are gonna spawn here like crazy. And the flooring that I like, if you can guess, is lava. Yeah, I'm gonna make an entire floor out of lava, but first I need lava. Wait, no, I'm gonna die. Dude, not again. No, dude. Oh, okay, so close. So back at the furnace, I'll break a layer of blocks underneath. This is taking a long time. You know what? TNT's gonna help. Yeah, it kinda helped. For the rest, I'm gonna easily remove it by hand. After that, I'm gonna grab some glass from my chest and place in a layer of blocks underneath. Place in all the lava. Yeah, I need a lot more lava. So how's your day going? And finally a layer of glass on top so that I don't burn myself every time I come here. Ah no! And now no more mobs will spawn. And with that, the Giga furnace is completed. And within just one video, we've broken the world record for the world's largest, fastest, and automatic furnace that will smelt 1,000,000 items. Good luck, Carvs. So if you enjoyed this video, here's another video where I broke another world record, reaching 100,000 levels. Or this other video where I gathered 1,000,000 logs.